And I'm going to show you guys a clip. One of the things she's been doing is saying that she is not a sex worker, right? So let's go ahead and play the two clips where she says this.
If Myron's about to expose this being a sex worker, like, why would you do that, bro? Why? Wait a minute. What up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Stevie Knight here. Night talk-ish for you. Before we tap in, though, make sure y'all pull up the shop, StevieKnight.com. Anytime you see your boy rocking some drip that you rocking with, man, pull up to the site, find something you like, I got you. So y'all may recall this situation about Fresh from Fresh and Fit knocking some thotty up.
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No.
Right, and it's a big deal because what he's done totally opposes what Fresh and Fit stands for. They preach male empowerment, avoiding situations like this, not knocking up slurs when, you know, Fresh is out here doing the total opposite of what they promote on that channel, which that shouldn't surprise us because we all know Fresh is an idiot. I mean, they both got caught up by doing things that they don't preach on the channel, right? But apparently, it's a video of Myron trying to expose said bimbo that Fresh has impregnated. So that's why I'm here. Let's get it.
There, dude, guys. All I gotta say with this situation is,
I've got you in my sights.
this girl fucked up, man.
Hold on, wait a minute.
There, dude, guys. All I gotta say with this situation is,
I've got you in my sights.
this girl fucked up, man. That's all I gotta say because she shouldn't. Like I said, we didn't want to bring this stuff out, but it is what it is. So let's start with the beginning, okay? Let's just address the elephant in the room. Fresh is an idiot, okay? I had this conversation with him off air. I told him, this girl is bad news. This is, you know, what the hell are you doing? Having sex with this girl, etc., unprotected, whatever. Let's just call a spade a spade. He made a big mistake. Big mistake rocking with this girl, hanging out with her, etc., right? But what I will do is I'm going to go outline their relationship for you guys, okay? I have dates here, etc., and we're going to walk through it real fast. So, number one, they were never in a serious relationship, okay? Though she might say, oh, I was in a serious relationship with him, and she goes on this podcast saying I loved him, etc. He was seeing other women. And you guys know that because if you saw the video clip, right? She says that he was talking to other women. So she knows that, right? So they met on November 21st at El Santo, okay? Which is a club here in Miami, right? Pretty much Fresh trademark. They went on their first date November 26th. They had sex that night, okay? She left.
Bro, is it really this serious, though? Bro, did you sit here and interview this motherfucker taking down notes of, hey, I guess maybe because Fresh represents y'all, so I guess you got to make sure y'all stories are intact and the same to make sure y'all don't continue to look crazy. But I wish a motherfucker would try to sit me down and ask me, you know, what happened on this date, when y'all fuck, when y'all meet, what y'all say, or the opposite. I'm sitting here trying to tell all this information to somebody else. Like, the fuck, that's for me, and for me only to goddamn know. The fuck, I need my whole shit out there for y'all to fucking see. That's what's wrong with everybody today, man. Some needed to stay private.
November 28th for New York. As you guys know, this girl has an apartment in New York as well. She was going back and forth between here and there. And then they talked on WhatsApp on January 1st, 2024. So he saw her again, guys, right? So she left the 28th, and then he started talking on WhatsApp on the 1st. I mean, they were talking on Instagram before that, but as you guys know, we can't show those messages because first Instagram got wiped with mine. Then, on December 28th to January 10th, she was in Miami, right? They spent a few days together. About half that time, she wasn't with Fresh, right? Then, they didn't see each other again until March 9th, right, in Barbados. They met in Barbados and hung out in Barbados for a few days, right? They were there for approximately 3 days.
Yeah, that's funny.
Then,
bro.
she was in Miami for the rest of that period, right? So from March 9th to 24th, they spent time together here in Miami and also in Barbados. That's where she met his family, etc.
Why is this relevant?
Then, so what? We're talking about 20 days here that they spent, even though they knew each other since November. She was in China for a period of time, New York, etc., come back and forth. So they've spent about I'd say roughly 15 to 20 days together, right? Cumulatively. During the course of this time, there were a bunch of red flags that Fresh noticed that made him say, you know what, I don't know if I could take this girl seriously. Number one, he had mentioned to her, him say, you know what, I don't know if I could take this girl seriously. Number one, he had mentioned to her that there was a guy in Las Vegas. As you guys know, we go to Las Vegas all the time to do, Access Vegas, etc. We'll actually be there tomorrow, okay? And when we were out there, a photographer had said, oh, I know her. And he didn't say anything bad. However, when Fresh mentioned to her that someone in Vegas knew her, she got really nervous and scared. And he was like, that's weird. Why would you get so nervous? Right? Number two, she has 3 phones, okay? 3. He saw, towards the end of the relationship, and what made him kind of say, I don't want to deal with this girl anymore, was he saw random conversations with 4 numbers unsaved on one of her phones, okay? When they came back from Barbados, they were stopped by customs. They interviewed her for 2 hours, guys, okay? When she was being held at customs. You guys know I used to work for Immigration and Customs Enforcement as an investigator for Homeland Security Investigations. And normally when they detain you at the airport like that, something is going on. And they detained her for 2 hours, and she showed pictures of her and Fresh together, etc. More than likely, what I'm suspecting, I don't know this for a fact, for them to detain her for 2 hours. Remember, guys, she's a foreign national. She's Chinese. She's here on a visitor visa, which she's admitted on other podcasts, by the way, which is typically a B1, B2 visa. They probably think that she's here working illegally or maybe doing some kind of sex work, which we're going to get into that as well. Okay?
Well, Fresh is an idiot. He's an idiot. But this is my thing. Why would Myron volunteer this information for everybody to hear? Because all it does is make y'all look even fucking crazier. It makes Fresh look even more like a dumbass. Because with all these red flags you talking about that Fresh even seen, he still proceeds to bust nuts. You still proceed to bust nuts with these red flags. But then Myron's gonna volunteer all this shit for their audience to see, which just continues to make Fresh look like a fucking idiot, and then makes you look crazy too because you sitting here advocating for cuz trying to flame Shouted, but fuck Shouted, bro. Like we already know she ain't shit. You should be trying to, like, if anything, separate yourself from this as much as possible at this point. You making the motherfucking puncture that much deeper. She did this, she did that, she did that, she may be this, and then Fresh continue to bust nuts.
We don't know for a fact, but for them to hold you at the border like that tells me something, right?
She could be smuggling some shit up the ass. You know what I mean? What? So you gonna judge the bitch for smuggling some dope up the culo? Who fuck is you, bro?
Maybe doing some kind of sex work, which we're gonna get into that as well. Okay? We don't know for a fact, but for them to hold you at the border like that tells me something, right? Then, after Fresh cut the relationship off with her, she finally admitted that she had sugar daddies in the past. She took off to New York right away, right? And she didn't. And we'll show an Instagram picture right now, actually, real fast, of when she took off. So she goes, after Fresh told her, "Hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't intend on marrying you, and I'm not going to get you an apartment because, mind you, this all started, guys, because she wanted an apartment and Fresh said no, right? And she so she leaves abruptly and she drops the Instagram story saying bye, going to find a better life, right? As she's getting on a plane to go back to New York, and she's been in New York since, right? She left on or about, I want to say March 26th, I think is the day that she left, March 26th. So they get back. So the timeline, again, November 21st they meet, okay? They hang out again December 28th to January 10th for a period of time. Then from March 9th to the 24th. He basically breaks up with her a day or two after they get back, after they're back in Barbados here in Miami. Says, hey, I don't want to get you the apartment. I don't want to marry you. I don't think this is going to work out like long term because she wanted a serious relationship. So she gets on a plane.
What's the punchline though, bro? Like, why is this relevant? This don't change anything.
And leaves on the 26th, right? Mind you, well, actually, no, we're going to talk about that later on. We're going to talk about the pregnancy in a whole other chapter. We got a couple chapters on this thing. But I just wanted to give you guys the relationship, okay? So that's how they met. That's how long they've hung out with each other and known each other. Though they've known each other since November, cumulatively speaking, okay, they only spent roughly between 15 to 20 days actually hanging out with each other and speaking to each other. And during the course of them...
And during the course of that time, Fresh was busting nuts. 15 to 20 days, he was busting nuts and saw these red flags. That's all I've heard up to this point. Who care about the bitch? The bitch is not important. The bitch is not important. What's important is that he got by whatever y'all trying to say this bitch is up to.
Eating and hanging out with each other. Fresh is vetting her. He's testing her. He's asking her questions, etc. She failed the test, right? She failed the test. These are a couple of the red flags that he noticed while he was hanging out with her in person that made him say, I can't commit to this girl. I can't take this girl seriously. Mind you, he was doing his thing and he had other women as well, which is something that she was also angry about.
This is terrible
during this whole situation.
PR, dog.
So there we go. Now that we have an idea of the relationship, let's get into the other elephant in the room, okay? We talked about the first elephant in the room with the relationship and Fresh being an idiot, which he is. Let's just be honest here. He made a big fucking mistake. And it is what it is. You know, guys make mistakes. No one is perfect. But this one was a big one. And we got to take accountability for that. He fucked up here, right? So, as you guys know, she's been running around. She went on Abra and Preach's pod, right? And I'm not surprised. You know, Abra and Preach have been making videos on us for years now at this point. They've made somewhere between 30 to 40 videos on us, talking shit, trying to attack our character, etc. And other podcasts as well she's went on, you know, talking about this story, etc. She's essentially been doing a press run the past few days ever since she leaked this phone call and text messages,
which shows you what type of bitch
right?
she is.
And I'm going to show you guys a clip. One of the things she's been doing is saying that she is not a sex worker, right? So let's go ahead and play the two clips where she says this. Here's from one podcast, which I will not name.
They're accusing me for being escort and being on this kind of website. Just use the brand. If I'm a Miss Asia and I'm a former bodybuilder, why would I put myself on the internet?
It doesn't make sense.
Website.
First of all, that shit don't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. It's so many out here selling pussy. You be surprised, dog. You being a bodybuilder, you having whatever your reason is to say why you wouldn't do that means nothing, bro. These be out here selling pussy, right? But if Myra is about to expose this bitch being a sex worker, like, why would you do that, bro? Wait a minute.
On the internet.
It doesn't make sense.
Website. That is
it doesn't make sense. We even one thing that I didn't.
Okay, so he says, yeah, doesn't make sense. I don't believe it. Yeah, you're not. Now let's go ahead and play our favorite YouTubers here, because and it's interesting because these guys were so quick to try to use this as content to make us look bad. They didn't properly vet this girl, but it's okay. I'm gonna do it for them, you know, because since they want to bring this girl on and platform her, etc., but they don't know the real Daisy Chen. They don't know Jin Chen, but I know Jin Chen, and I'm gonna make you guys very familiar with her as well. We're all gonna know Jin Chen when this is done. Let's play their clip now.
That I would interview the woman in question at the heart of this whole thing. She provided me a bunch of screenshots, screen recordings, and a bunch of different things. And I think it answered a lot of the questions that would seem to be unanswered before. Things like whether or not she's a sex worker. She isn't. What was the time?
Okay. Abba.
You stupid.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to show it right now. So let's go ahead and she said she's not a sex worker. She's not an escort. Okay. What's this? In this photo that you guys can see here, we can see Jin Chen meeting up with a potential client. Okay, I'm not going to say where this was, but what I'm about to show you guys is all exclusive stuff that no one else has. Okay, but it's an anonymous source.
Bruh, did they perform a sting, dog? Did they perform a sting? Hold on, bruh. Hey, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dog. Hold on, bro. Hold on, dog. I got so many thoughts, bruh. I got so many thoughts.
So, this is a photo of her meeting up with a guy. And it gets better. We got video and audio. Run the clip.
If you call me an escort, prove it. Prove it.
Firstly, you should pay her.
No.
Cash only.
No. We can transfer. Do you have cash?
I would prefer to pay you half first and then half after. It's never worked out. We would have paid up front.
Why? I'm here. What are you worried about?
One time, her baby didn't feel up for us. I was pleasuring her. She said she came up 3 times and that she couldn't do it anymore.
So you're going to do it 10 times till leave?
I have been scammed in the past.
Yeah, but I'm a girl. I need to be more secure. If you're not making excuse, that means you are not willing to pay.
I would like to pleasure you morally for like an hour or so. It's not just me fucking. But yeah, usually I'll do it for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Non-stop?
We stop for maybe 30 minutes, relax, look at it.
I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
And you can't stay for 2 or 3.
I can stay, but I cannot have sex for 2 and 3 hours. Like, who can do that?
It's not just sex for 2 or 3 hours. You will have to trust me on this. You will not be uncomfortable. You will not be painful. If you are, you may go. I will not force you to stay.
You can pay me half, and I will stay here for 1 hour.
1 hour doesn't mean you're only going to stay for 1 hour.
Then I will stay here for 1 hour, and I'll leave. Because for you, 1 hour is
Bro.
enough. You said 2, 3 hours. I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
And you can't stay for 2 or 3.
I can't.
Honestly, the onus is on you to make this experience wonderful so that I will want to see you again.
Okay, so let's get started.
Are you sure?
I've got you in my sights.
I could end the podcast right there. But wait!
Myron, Fresh and Fit podcast, whose ever idea it was to expose this woman as an escort, y'all are fucking idiots, bruh. Who cares? You supposed to keep that shit to yourself. Y'all supposed to take that shit to the grave because you're not exposing her, fucking retard. You exposing your stupid ass co-host that was out here vetting, fucking with her for 15, 20 days, seeing all these red flags, and he continues to bust nuts. So now you are confirming that this motherfucker got played by a sex worker and has been busting nuts in the sex worker and just got a fucking sex worker pregnant. Why the fuck would you volunteer to say that shit to the world? You so focused on trying to catch up and preach up on some bullshit, you exposed y'all's clown asses, bro. It would have been even worse for y'all if Abba and Preach had known Shawty was a sex worker, bro. It would have been worse. Y'all got out of it good, bro. It just seemed like it's a thought that got Fresh caught up, bro. Y'all should have kept it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch is stupid. Fresh is a dumbass. He knocked her up too soon. Blah, 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 blah. Ah. Dog, you just admitted to the fucking world that Fresh and Fit just knocked up a fucking whore. Self-sabotage, bro. You don't see your fucking, the chat is going crazy on y'all. Y'all thought y'all won. I got him in my sights. Or whatever the fuck your little noises be talking about, bro. Like, this is the worst pub. This is the worst PR. And what make it so bad is that y'all's fucking little Fresh and Fit army is still gonna be out here. You know what, Fresh? You kicked that bitch out. That's right. It's okay that she was a whore and she out here getting paid to suck dick in Miami and she got fucking sugar daddies and she getting flowed out, busting it wide open around the goddamn world. It's okay, Fresh. It happens. Dog. I see why Fresh ain't there. I see why Fresh ain't there, bro. This is the worst. This is the worst shit. This is the worst coverage that has come from this whole situation as of yet. Because you shooting yourself. You shooting yourself, dog. I guess a click is a click, a view is a view. Y'all don't give a damn, bro. This is like some Adam 22 shit, low key, bro. It's all right. Fresh, he's stupid, but she's a whore. All right, well, okay. Who gives a fuck that she's a whore? Fresh and Fit still bust guts raw. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dog. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Red pill these nuts, bro. This is the fucking simpest loser shit ever, bro. Come on, man. I'm not trying to see y'all go out like that, bro. God damn. Fresh and Fit should have known damn, or Fresh at least should have known damn well there ain't no bitch that's looking that goddamn good want to have anything to do with him unless she trying to get his ass. Either she a hooker or she a gold digging ass bitch. Ain't no way in hell Fresh is pulling bad bitches without the clout. Come on now. And he's too dumb of a motherfucker to realize what the hell going on. Knocking hoes off raw knowing the likelihood of them getting pregnant. Shawty ain't on birth control. I mean, it's one thing to fuck hoes raw 15, 20 days and shit, right? That's one thing, dog. But to do it and know Shawty is saying, hey, I may get pregnant. He continued to do it. That's like some teeny bopper shit, bro. But then to come find out Shawty's a whore. You know, I throw that term out loosely on these channels and on these videos I be covering, bro. Like bitches moving like whores. But in this case, Shawty is a literal whore. Not OnlyFans. Not a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Not a porn star. A literal whore. She gets paid to be pounded. And that's Fresh's baby mother. And you just exposed it to the world, Myron. Come on, dog. Hey. Gotta get up, bro. I don't even want to hear no more, dog. I'm good, bro.